My dear brothers and sisters, today's readings ask us to reflect on a number of points, so to say. It speaks about God intervenes in human history when He thinks it is best. It speaks about when we begin any enterprise with God's blessings, no force on earth can ever pull it down. It speaks about God's compassion. So many thoughts in today's readings. Let's reflect on a few of them. In the first reading, we heard about Peter and the other disciples who are preaching in the name of Jesus, and they are arrested. And the chief priests and others tried to stop them from preaching. And God intervenes through the man who felt this is God's work. None of us can ever stop it. If you look at the history of the world, any work began by men with God's blessings has continued up to this day. We can talk about martyrs of the church. Once they were martyred, more and more people became so-called Christians. And so on. So whatever work we begin God's blessings, and if it is God's work, one of us can ever pull it down. We also speak in the gospel passage about God is concerned about us all the time. Provided we cooperate with Him. We heard in the gospel passage the miracle which we see all the evangelists with the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and all speak about it. But John speaks with a difference. He says, this is time of the Passover. Jesus took the bread and gave thanks to God. It recalls to mind two things. The Passover, the Old Testament, and God intervened in human history and saved the people who were in exile from Egypt to the Promised Land. Jesus took the bread at the Last Supper and gave thanks to God. So he also speaks about the Eucharist. And the big number, 5,000, all of us were there, including in that. God intervenes at the right time because He is kind, compassionate, loving, and mercy. So when we begin any new enterprise, let's begin with God's blessings. Secondly, as the two people there shared what they had, 12 barley loaves and 2 fish, let's also share what we have with others. And when you do that, the little that we have will become plenty, and God will bless us and also others too.